Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 18 of my GTA4 Let's Play. In this episode, I go on that mission with Patrick that you saw the intro video for in the last one. I provide sniper support from a rooftop on a drug deal that he does. It ends up going pretty wrong. They open fire on him and I rack up quite a few kills. Although I'm not a huge fan of the sniper rifle in this game. I mean, I've used a lot better sniper rifles obviously because I play COD and Halo and stuff. Sniper rifle in this is a bit unresponsive. The reticule is a bit dodgy. Looks like it's years and years old because it's just like a little red box. You know, it's not like a crosshair or anything like that. It's not like, you know, a COD sniper rifle. You expect something good, but yeah, I thought it would be better than it is. Bit disappointed in that because I like sniper rifles in general, but not too great this one. Anyway, after that, go back to Elizabeth's and meet Playboy X, and gonna take him to watch over a drug deal with someone from the Lost. It's like a biker gang, so we go on that, and you know, it's set up by cops to try and catch us. I end up killing quite a few cops and SWAT members as we're escaping. Get on a bike, lose the cops, and then escort Playboy back to his house, pretty much. That's where the video ends. Sure, we'll do a few more videos for Playboy X in the future. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Anyway, I found out some great news today, which I didn't know before. So Saints Row 2 is actually on PC. I'm a huge fan of Saints Row. It's basically like GTA, just a little bit more crazy. You know, a bit more cartoony, a bit more fun. Not quite as serious. So yeah, I'll definitely be playing that in the future. I love that game. It's only like £5 as well, which is an absolute bargain for a game like that. So yeah, look forward to that in the future. It won't be for a long time yet, but you know, it might be the successor to GTA4. So I'll need something that's quite long to play through. Obviously that pretty much fills that gap, so yeah, I'll be playing that. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be talking about iPhone, or iPhone games, pretty much, apps, whatever you want to call them. Obviously, main ones, Facebook. Don't really need to talk much about that, everyone knows what Facebook is by now. But it's really handy to have Facebook and Twitter and all that on the go, so you can just like check updates and stuff while you're actually on, like, not at home, which is very useful for me. So I work quite a bit, so I use Facebook on iPhone quite a bit. Another thing, Justin TV app for the iPhone. Another really useful thing, because obviously I'm at work and not always at home at my computer, so I can still catch up with some like Root Destiny streams or Total Biscuit streams when he does them. You know, it's good stuff like that. Personally, I think Destiny stream is really good. Like, I like watching his what do you call them, lessons, as well as obviously his gameplay. I liked when he went Protoss for like a week or two. There were some good streams. Just his natural gaming knowledge helps him be a good Protoss straight away, so you know, it's quite interesting to watch someone play an off race like that. Cyanide and Happiness, another great app for the iPhone. If you haven't got it, definitely download it. It's basically little comics of stick figures. They release like one every day, I think they do, so definitely worth looking at them. There, some of them are hilarious, so if you haven't read them and heard about them, definitely go and read them. Another thing for jokes, Wikipedia. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Wikipedia. Somewhat controversial jokes, but they're always funny. They're always up to date with the news and everything, so something happens in the news that's a bit dodgy, I'm sure there'll be some jokes about it on Wikipedia, so you know, check there if you like funny jokes like that. Angry Birds is obviously one of the most successful games on the iPhone. Pretty much everyone, I would imagine, by now knows what Angry Birds is. Basically, you've got birds and you've got a slingshot kind of thing, and you have to destroy these green pig type things just by flicking the birds. Obviously the birds have got different abilities. The standard ones, literally you just fling them and they hit stuff. The yellow ones, you fling them and then tap them and they fly faster, so they can obviously break through more stuff. Get further into like a stronghold. You can take down supporting beams and stuff like that, so rocks fall on top of your enemies. The blue ones, I think. Yeah, the blue ones. You fling them and tap them, and they split into 3 smaller ones. So that gives you, kind of an airstrike effect, which are really handy. You've got the black ones. They are basically just like a bomb. So you fling them in there. They deal quite a lot of damage because they're heavy. They go through quite a lot of walls and stuff, and then they explode. So I've got quite a big blast radius as well. So they're really helpful. Then you've got the white ones, which you fling over, and then they have like a bomb that drops out of them. So you press them, they drop an egg, and that explodes on contact. So that's really helpful as well. See if you find a hard place to get, just fling that over and then drop the bombs. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the birds, and they just various levels. They get harder and harder as they go on. There's so many chapters. They're always updating it. And they always bring out like seasonal stuff, like for Christmas, Easter, Halloween, all that good stuff. So yeah, they provide really good support for it. It's only like 59p or something, so it's probably the cheapest app, and you'll get so much time out of it. Because I know I have, and I don't regret playing it. Like my parents have started playing it as well, so since I've introduced them to it. So yeah, it's a good thing to play when you've got some like downtime at work or something. You're on your break, you got nothing to do, you just play a bit of Angry Birds or something. That's what I mainly do. Sit there on my phone at work, play games and stuff. Because lunch breaks, in the week there's not many staff work where I work, so normally on lunch on your own. So it's pretty boring sometimes, but get by, play a few games, and time soon flies by. So definitely recommend Angry Birds. Plants vs Zombies, which is a PC game, and it's been ported to iPhone, and it's an amazing port as well. I've got to admit, some ports aren't that great, because it is not a complex game, but it's a good game. You need to be on the ball and stuff. I think it does help. The touchscreen is really responsive on the iPhone. So yeah, basically you're being attacked by zombies, and you've got plants to defend yourself. So you need sunflowers. They produce light, or take in light, and you need light to grow more flowers. So you collect light from the sunflowers to start with, and then you build more, so you got a better amount of sun coming in. Then you start building like pea shooters, and then you got frozen pea shooters, and you got dual pea shooters as well, which obviously do more damage and stuff. You've got man-eater plants, which obviously do what they say, they eat zombies. Although while they've got the zombie in their mouth and they're chewing it, they can't eat another one, so they're a bit vulnerable to that. But you've got, I think they're like nuts or something. They provide like a wall basically, and they've got to be chewed through. They take quite a long time to get through, so if your defense is struggling a little bit, you can put up a few of them, and they'll slow the zombies down quite a lot. So they're good, mainly for emergencies. I don't use them that much. And you've got cherries, exploding cherries, which basically just blow up everything in like 1 by 1, or blast 1, I think it is. So anything around them they kind of kill, so they're really helpful. I only use them in emergencies as well. If I'm getting really badly like beaten down, you just pop one of them up and they'll be alright. What else have you got? I haven't played it in a little while, so yeah. And then you got some water levels as well. So you got lily pads. Obviously you need to put a lily pad down so you can put a plant on top of it. So it adds a little bit more strategy to the game. So you gotta plan ahead a little bit. Put the lily pads down when you can, pretty much when it's on cooldown. That's what I'd always do. As soon as it comes off cooldown, you put another lily pad down. So even if you don't need it right then and there, you can still have it for the future. So that's good. What else? There's night missions as well, which are a bit more tricky, obviously, because there's no sun. Use mushrooms. I think they are mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms. They produce the light for you, and then you can build other different types of mushrooms that shoot, obviously, spores at the enemy. So that's really good. So good variety of plants to use. It's not like they've put a lot of thought into it, obviously, to what plants they can use and everything. So, and the zombies as well, they're different. They're not all exactly the same. Some zombies have got like hats on or buckets on their head, so they take a bit more damage, like a bit more. You know, they take a lot more damage and they take a little bit longer to kill, which is it's not always a bad thing. Some of them have got doors, like little doors, and they kind of sponge the bullets from your pea shooters and stuff. But there is a couple of turrets that ignore that, the door, and just go straight damage to the plant, or the zombie, sorry. So they're good to have. Very situational though, so it's not always good to have so many situational things, but yeah, it's quite good. Quite good. If there's a lot of door, then they're really good turret to have. What else? Zombies with pole vaults as well. So obviously they jump over the first obstacle they get to. So that can be a bit annoying. So you've got some defensive plants at the front, and they just hop over them and get to your spongier ones. It's not too great, but you know, you have to deal with it, kind of. There's also ones that run really fast. So see, and they've got like American football type pads on, so they run really fast, and they've got a lot of defense. So they take quite a bit killing. You have to slow them down really with the frozen pods, as well as shooting them with. I'd go with double pea shooters really, just to get them down quick enough, so they don't start eating through all your plants, which can be a bit annoying. But yeah, so that's Plants vs Zombies. Basically, it's a tower defense game. That's pretty much all it is. But yeah, just with a twist, you know. It's Plants and Zombies. Not many tower defense games have that, so I think that's why it's so good to me. That's one of the best things about it, really. It's got that difference. It's not a generic like tower defense. Another game, Game Dev Story. This is like a simulation game, and you're a game development company basically. And you know, you start off really small with a couple of members of staff and 2 computers or whatever, and you've got to basically build games and sell them for money, and then you can hire more staff, get a bigger office, hire better staff, train your staff up so they're better, and then build better games. Basically, the aim of the game is to become a multi-million-dollar company, obviously, and win awards for your games, which I've done. I've played through 15 years, which is the career time. You can keep playing after that, obviously, just play more, build more games, and you know, get in the Hall of Fame quite a few more times. But my strategy to it was quite good. Played for it once before, and I was always really poor, which was obviously never good. So the second time I played for it, I decided to literally just develop for PC. So you can obviously build consoles, you can like build games for consoles as well, but to start off with I literally just went PC, because you don't have to pay that much to do a PC game. So start with, see, literally just pure PC. I was hiring staff, spending all my money on staff pretty much. So see, I got into the Hall of Fame quite early on in my career, and after that, as soon as my first one went in the Hall of Fame, it came so much money that I upgraded everything, got new staff in, and every game since that one hit the Hall of Fame, so I'd pretty much made it as my multi-million-dollar company. So that was great. So you know, you can spend quite a lot of time in it though. That's the only thing. I did put quite a bit of time into it. Played it like most of the time instead of Angry Birds for a little while. So, but it's not all bad, you know. It's a good game. It's definitely worth playing. I'd recommend it to anyone who likes games. And it's just, you know, it's that fact that you can develop your own games. So you've got a lot of genres and stuff to choose from of what you can build. So that's always good fun. I think mine were like I can't remember what type of games they were now that I was making. I think it was like a Total War type thing, one of them. It was like an army simulation or something like that. So yeah, they were always really successful. They made like a stealth action game, like Splinter Cell basically. They were really, really popular. What else did I do? I did a multiplayer RPG, like WoW basically. Again, copied quite a few of my influences from my games were from real life games that I played. So yeah, I made a lot of single player RPGs as well, so they were popular. And I ended up making about 6 sequels for each of those, and they all hit a Hall of Fame. So I think I got quite a high amount of sales from all of those, so it was easy to make a lot of games. And eventually made my own console as well. Just put a hell of a lot of money into that, and it sold amazingly. So again, more money in from that, and I developed some games for it, which were also Hall of Fame contenders. So you know, I hit mostly the top spot on my games on their first month of sales, which is always good. Didn't win too many awards though. I mean, I always got one or 2 awards, but most of the time they were like runner-up, which was a bit annoying, to be honest. Not always, the grand prize of the gaming awards. But you know, I did win a few, so that obviously helped promote my business even more. But yeah, so definitely get that game dev story if you want to build your own games, basically own your own game company. You know, something I'd love to be able to do, but you know, one day maybe I'll reenact it in real life. That'd be crazy, but it'd never happen, I wouldn't imagine. But you know, you never know. Future's bright and all that. But yeah, what else? Flight Control. It's a good multiplayer game for me. I don't really play it single player that much. It's you just literally land planes. That's all you do. It sounds a bit boring, I know, but it's not. It's on multiplayer. You've each got 2 landing strips basically, and you've got to colour coordinate the planes with the landing strips. But sometimes the planes he's got to land, or your friend's got to land, come in on your side of the screen. So you've got basically got to send them over to his screen. So basically your iPhones are next to each other, kind of, and you know, it carries on. So you just send yours over to his, and obviously if he gets any of yours, you've got to send him over. It gets pretty hectic later on, and you know, you got to talk to each other, you got to communicate. So most of the time, say one person sends all the planes through the top, and he sends his through the bottom. You know, so you kind of got that coordination. So you know all of yours are going to be coming through the bottom from his side of the screen, and yours are going through the top. So there's no confusion of where your planes are going to be, so you're not likely to get many crashes. Although later on it is insanely difficult because the planes are different speeds and everything. It's quite difficult to judge. So very fun game. So not quite as fun on your own, but get a friend and it's good fun. You know, you just got to connect up via Bluetooth or wireless internet connection. It's quite easy. Another one, Traffic Rush. It's a fantastic game. So basically you've got 4 roads, and you've got cars coming from each way. You've just got to direct the traffic. So obviously you don't want collisions, so you can stop them, you can speed them up, or you can just leave them to let them go at their own pace, which I wouldn't recommend. I pretty much speed up all of mine and occasionally stop the odd one. Again, they're all different speeds, so you've got motorbikes, sports cars, normal cars, you've got vans as well. So it's, you know, you've got to judge the speeds. Obviously if you've got a van and a bike coming at the same time, they should miss each other, but if you've got a van, 2 vans, they might hit each other. So you know, you speed one up, slow one down, and then once the sped up one's gone, speed the other one up, you know, zoom straight past, and you know, you just got to get as many past as you can without making a collision, basically. So yeah, that's another quite addictive game. You know, you see your high score and you're like, yeah, I can beat that if I just play one more, and then you play one more, you know, you miss it by a couple, and you go back, and you know, it's always a problem with games. I always do that. Find that I'm repeating it, just try and beat my last score. So another thing, if you're a fan of the Yogscast, which I know a lot of people are, then get the Yogscast soundboard for the iPhone. It's got a hell of a lot of funny things on it. It's got a lot of the common quotes that the Simon and Lewis say, as well as some of the other characters from their series. But you know, it's always good fun to hear their quotes. Like an example here, if you can hear it, I'm not sure when it plays. Okay, it doesn't want to. Okay, it doesn't want to play for some reason. Anyway, yeah, definitely recommend getting that if you haven't got it. Yeah, so those are a few apps that I recommend. Definitely get them if you've got an iPhone. Some of them are available on Android, but not. I don't know if all of them are because I haven't got an Android phone. So you have to check that out. If they are, they are, which is great. If they're not, I'm sorry. iPhone, you know, to me is superior. But you know, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for episode 19. Thanks for watching.